Hey, hello everyone, this is John for PokerVIP.com, and I'm bringing you this 4-part mini-series on how to crush the Twister games over on Coral Poker. And the reason I wanted to show you these is it is a great way to make money. First of all, when you sign up to Coral, you're going to get £20 free once you deposit £5, which you can use to play in these tournaments. Then on top of that, you're going to get the Poker VIP 75k monthly rake race. And then the main reason is Coral actually have 3 Twister rake races per month. They have it for the €1 and €2 level, the €5 and €10 level, and the 20 and €50 level. So it's 3 different races. If you're grinding the micros, the most you can win is 250. That is first place prize. For the €5 and €10 ones, you can get 500. And for the 20 and 50, it is 1,000 up top. Now the point system is very simple. You play a €10 twister, for example, and you get 10 points. You win that and you get 20 points. So you get rewarded for both volume and winning consistency. And this can add, when you look at the free money, when you look at everything, you're looking at 50 to 100% returns. If you're grinding these, and you get your rate back on top. It's just huge. So rake back our 75k race, they're 30k in races, free money. And also, if you just place on the leaderboard, you get entry into a Monday night €1,500 guaranteed tournament. So the money is just there for you. Everything's in the description beneath this video, so make sure you check that out. But the main thing is we're going to launch into this. We're going to start in the micros. We're going to be paying the €1. And if anyone doesn't know what twisters are, they are very simple. A 3-handed turbo sit and goes that offers players a random jackpots of immense proportions. I like the way they've worded that. And it's a winner takes all. So, just like you've seen the sort of spin and go or whatever, 3-handed turbo winner takes all, and you're playing for a jackpot. So yeah, let's register and I'll show you exactly what this looks like when it loads up. I always get rid of the mini games section. I'll make the screen slightly larger. And yeah, now we basically just wait for somebody else to register, which is pretty quick on here, as you can see. And we're going to spin the jackpot. You're going to see it pop up in the middle. So for €1, you're getting all of that rake and all of the race payments, and you could win anywhere from €2 to €1,000 per sit and go. To start off the series, they've given us the double. I wish they could have rigged this for us so we got the €1,000 one, but I'm sure we'll get a higher jackpot throughout. I have spun a €5,000 one in a €5 entry, so hopefully we'll see something like that. Now, starting off, standard strategy, we're going to just min-raise the button with a suited ace. We always have to be careful. We only start with 25 big blinds. Blinds increase every few minutes. But definitely opening a6 and c-betting it on this board is going to be very profitable. And we do just take it down there. Ace-king here. Basically hoping you get a lot of action. When it's a winner-takes-all kind of scenario, you're going to really be wanting to force that, just force that action. Get as much money in with your strong hands as possible. Which I guess goes for every form of poker. But here, when a decision becomes marginal, the winner-takes-all structure can definitely change the way you're thinking. Also, as well, you've got to pay attention, so this is just a €2 one. These guys who grind these will have played, lots of these minimum ones. They're just sort of autopiloting. Say we, however, got, a €100 one or a €1,000 one, everyone's going to start playing differently, so you can maybe loosen up, maybe you have to tighten up. So there is a lot of, strategy changes from game feel in these, but basic, strategy will prevail. So, for example, I open King Jack, I c-bet an ace high board because I'm going to have the ace more often than he is. I'm just going to go all in here with sixes, 25 big blinds. I think we're going to get lots of folds. I assume this Porco guy is going to raise sevens or better. So I assume he's going to have like King Queen or Jack Queen. Even hands like that he could go all in pre-flop with. In the Nizzle, sadly, we ran into a pair that absolutely crushes us. And he also has the spades covered. But like I say, he's going to be opening buttons a lot. He should be 3-betting his stronger range. So sixes is just really strong in that position. And we just happened to run into one of the hands that crushed us. Gonna go ahead and just limp here with the Jack-9. I think that is definitely the correct way to play. Now we're down to 25 big blinds. Hand that flops very well and that we want to play. We don't want to raise and get jammed on and have to fold. It's fine for us to go ahead and just pay that minimum and see the flop. Checks round and we turn a Jack. Still not very happy with this hand. We'll probably check folding versus any size bet here, which we will. It actually goes a bet and a call, and we see a queen. So now a 10 is the nuts. Check, check, and ace 8 wins. Wow, so poker was calling really wide there on that turn. With jack 7. I mean, I think that's a pretty terrible call when I'm to act behind. Gonna fold 4-6 offsuit. Note the blinds have gone up to 15-30, running ante of 5. Big pot here, 4 wins. Let's have a look what old Porco had. An 8, fair enough. Probably not going to be folding that. Okay, so ace 4 here. This is going to be a pretty easy all-in. I'm surprised in the Nizzle's min raised. Oh, no, I'm not. Now he's got aces. I was going to say, like, he should probably just be jamming, like, a really wide range versus our stack sizes. So once he min raised, I thought maybe he's autopiloting, not really paid attention. And, you know, we can go ahead and take that down. But sadly, we lose the first one of the series, but hopefully we've got that bad luck out the way. Gonna instantly register for another one here, and they instantly start. There's a lot of traffic, and you are never sat waiting, put it that way. Especially with these races, everyone just wants to play. Spin that wheel again, and it's another minimum, sadly. You do definitely go on these runs where it's just, you know, lots of, you know, doubles. But over the long run, you know, you definitely make way more money than you would like in a regular sit and go, where it just paid out the 3 full entries into a prize pool. So yeah, looking at the leaderboard, 18 days in over on Coral. In these, the person has 439 points, so he really hasn't grinded that hard. And second has only 200 points, so you know, lots of lazy players there can definitely be overtaken. You know, if you sit down and play about 3 or 4 hours a day of these, you are gonna top 5, top 3, and even, you know, win these things from time to time. Do notice though the big guy playing the 20 and 50 euro ones has 10,000 points. But obviously, if he's playing a 50 euro one and you get 10 points for a 10 euro one, he's gonna, you know, occur points much quicker than anybody else. Loser player there, Queen 8 versus Ace Jack. We're going to go ahead and min raise our 8-5. Going to be playing lots of buttons with min raises. You know, heads up, he's getting dealt 2 random cards. I'm getting dealt 2 random cards. You know, going to be lots of action. King 5, very easy call. Check, check. I'm just going to check the turn here again, see if we can basically hit the river, which we do. I'm just going to lead half pot. If he raises, I will call, even though there is a flush there. 5-9 suit, it's going to be a raise. Queen 5, we can defend versus a min raise. And fold this flop. Leave any comments and reviews, guys. Any questions you have. And hi to all the YouTubers watching. 6-3 is just slightly too weak. Blinds up to 15-30. 6 deuce we will not be defending with, nor will we be 3-betting. You don't see many 3-bet bluffs in these games because everyone is very short. It is very hard to commit, you know, a third to half your stack profitably with a bluff pre-flop. So lots of more like peeling to see the flop, defending, and of course folding. Normally I wouldn't fold this many hands, but you know, we've been dealt real garbage the last 5, so he's definitely going to think I'm more nitty and not playing correctly. But you know, 7-3, 6 deuces, that's going to happen. King 9 here, 14 big blinds is a jam. So I'm going to think, so maybe he's got a hand like King 8 or, you know, Jack 10, Queen 10. He opts to fold though. Queen 9 I can call. Flop top pair. And basically my line here will just be to check call, check call, check call on no matter the run out. Even if kings and aces come, it's just going to be a check call, check call, check call. Good turn card there in a way. We now improve to a straight draw. Check, check. Imagine I've always got the best hand. I'm just going to go ahead and value bet. Just under half pot. And he folds. Add some chips to our stack. Queen 8 is a min raise with this stack size. Could also limp the button here. Gonna go ahead and bet my second pair. You know, basically, if he's got a hand like Jack 10, it's good that he folds. If he's got a flush draw, it's good that we charge it. Queen Deuce is pretty close here out of a 20 big blind stack. Going to fold that one. 10-6 suited. Going to go for a limp. Could also min raise. And once we do limp, we're going to go ahead and rep these flops. I'm just going to go for a half pot. Well, sorry, a 2/3 pot bet size there. And take it down. Blinds are up again here. 20-40. Very easy call with the 9 high. And this is a flop we're just going to really suffer on. He actually checks that flop, which is interesting. Normally I'd expect to have a really strong hand like an ace, or maybe a hand like kings or queens, and he was basically pot controlling or trapping, but I'm certainly going to fold there. I would have also just folded the flop to a c-bet. Going to go for a min raise with the ace queen. We could also just jam pre, but just trying to induce the jam from him more than anything there. It's just such a super strong hand. A6, pretty sure you guys know what we're doing here. Going to be a very easy all-in. And we're really pulling this back here now. 700 chips versus 800. Raise with a 4-9 of hearts. I'm going to bet once here. Slightly more. Going to go for 90 into 170. Then this is a one and done situation. He's going to have lots of hands that he folds like he did there. But if he calls, we're going to have to start, giving up in those spots because we just don't have enough to bluff it off. 10-3, really weak hand there. Very fast, as you can see. Nobody really hangs around. 4-7. I mean, I would be defending so much wider, which you'll see in upcoming videos, but these hands are just really as bad as it gets. Going to limp here with the 6-8. I'm going to go ahead and bet this flop. A little min bet. He can definitely have crushed this flop. There's lots of draws, straight draws, pairs. But I'm definitely fine just going ahead and doing that. Thinking here, he does fold a lot, but I don't really think I would want to try and induce the 4-bet as such. So I think just jamming is fine. He does just seem to fold a lot, so maybe trying to induce the 4-bet would be a good line in the future. He is very passive, so we should definitely actually start opening a lot more now. We've got the reputation of being a bit nitty, so maybe try some 3-bet bluffs against him, even though our stack size is getting shorter. They'll certainly just start opening, pretty much every hand from this point onwards. Up to 30-60 now. King 9 is a very easy all-in. We could also call here, but, with the stack sizes, the money in the middle, and the strength of our hand, we should just be putting in. Got a nice free roll here, but it's going to be a chop. If I was him with the King 9, I would have just gone all in pre-flop for 10 big blinds. It just seems like way better than to, go ahead and bet call it off. Gonna shove on him with a suited queen. Sad to get caught by an ace, but as you can see, the percentage is 60-40. And we've taken the lead here. It's a great turn card, and it's a great river as well. So we take that one down and go ahead and win it. And we're going to go ahead and play one more. These will be shorter videos, between 15 and 20 minutes long at time. Strategy is very similar, and the idea is to just show you the different stakes, €1, €2, €5, €10, and so on. But yeah, I really just wanted to show you the insane value Coral give. Sadly, it's another minimum. But money is money. Got to just play them all the same. I think a lot of regs will basically play these lower ones worse than they play higher ones. So if we're concentrating on winning a lot of the small ones, then that's something that they're not going to be doing. I'm going to bet here, even against 2 people. Nobody 3-bet. I have the backdoor nut flush draw. It's a paired board. There's lots of hands that we can get to fold. Sadly though, once he calls, he's bet so small here, it's brutal. I just don't ever think I'm winning with the ace-7, so I'm going to fold. I also just don't think a raise is going to work that often either, once I've, bet checked and, given up. 5 deuce, flop a gut shot. Going to go ahead and check. Hopefully we see a free turn card, which we do. Gut shot stays the same, need the 3. Going to go ahead and check again with a 5 deuce. 6 on the river. I think I'm going to go ahead and bet this if phantom checks, and I'm going to pot it. I can never win with 5 deuce high, but nobody's shown any interest in this pot, so I'm going to go ahead and take the lead there and just try and take it down. I'm going to go ahead and just call here with the jack 10. Flop nothing, so check fold it will be. Even versus that min raise, the min bet, definitely fine to just get out of the way. Big pot there, 4 wins. He was not folding. He was not folding indeed. Raising the ace-jack. This Lukey seems like a weak play. Being min-raised by Phantom here. I'm really not too sure what that means, but I think, if there's a chance of these two guys folding and him just calling off with like, a rubbish two cards, then I think the all-in's going to be the most profitable play here. Sadly, he had like a really nutted hand, but we get there and we hold. Really unlucky for him, but basically, I've played a lot of these on streams, and people just show up there with like a really weird two cards, and I'd rather just ship it in with the ace jack with a chance of winning the pre-flop money, and also post-flop, we're going to be flipping a lot, of course. He's going to have like deuces, 3 to 10s, which is fine. He's going to have hands like king, queen, maybe. So it's not only the fact that he raise calls with better. I don't think that is the case at all. So I stand by that jam. 8-4, make a pretty loose open on the button, flop a pair, bet, and take it down. Really good to go ahead and bet your second pairs, both for protection and value. Gonna check the 8-5. Looks like we've got a bit of a limper on our hands here. Pretty easy check call with a straight draw and a flush draw. Obviously a very bad flush draw. And we actually make a straight flush here. I think I'm going to check and, go for a check raise. And basically just hope he has like a higher heart, which he, gets glued to. But sadly not that time. If he has a heart, I'm going to feel really bad. Wow. I mean, he should always bet that 9 of hearts. I think I just got unlucky to run into a player who doesn't really understand the game that well. But like, pretty much every player in the world is going to bet that 9 of hearts. And once I check raise, he's going to fold a lot of the time, I guess. But, people do get glued to these and don't believe, to this. I believe my chance is better getting the most money by check raising there. Queen 6, going to raise. Get called, going to go ahead and bet a half pot on this flop. He's led though. I mean, it's really hard to, play against these leads with hands like this, so just going to fold. Got to keep your ego in check. Very nice check here with the suited 5 deuce. I mean, we know this guy likes to call a lot, but, he hasn't shown any, eagerness for the pot. And we do also have the 5, so we can have, the 5-8 and the 5-3, but he's actually gone ahead and min-raised here just to torture my soul. 8-9, maybe? Really not too sure. Ace-king, we're just going to raise and induce a jam, but he gets out of there. 9 deuce will be a check fold. Always good as well. Don't ever take check fold like I just did there. You don't want people to know that you are always going to fold, because then post flop they can just go ahead and crush you. So that was a slight error on my part. Deuce 3 suited. We could min raise. We could limp. Yeah, I mean this is just so bizarre. I mean, he's just crazy, and when you're not hitting boards, it's going to be very hard to like beat that. What's my option there? To call, to jam? Like, just gonna have to fold a lot. Really bad hand here with the 8 deuce. Checks down again, and I'm never going to win with 8 deuce, so I'm going to go for a bet and hope he folds. He actually had a 10. Again, just most people would have bet that 10 on the turn, so I guess I'm kind of leveling myself versus him, assuming that he would make standard plays, but just seems not. King 7 just going to go all in. Really not too sure what this guy's limp range is, but it seems like weaker hands that we've seen so far. Queen high, very easy all in for 10 big blinds as well. Take that down. Nice getting a walk with 9-4. Very interesting with these as well. Once you show some aggression that you're going to be, going all in a lot, then they definitely start just folding a lot more on the button because they're scared of you doing it. Ace high again, they're very easy all in. As for this ace 7, but like I say, he's really tightened up now. He's thinking, well, this guy's kind of, all in all folds sort of like at the moment, so because I've managed to string a few of those all-ins together for a while, he's now obviously a little bit scared. So, again, some really interesting dynamics and gameplays there. Gonna go for the min raise here. Really hope for at least a call, but he folds again. I think he's folded like 6 or 7 hands in a row now. Let's hope he makes it 8. Sadly not when I've got a hand I can't play back with or even peel with. Blinds up to 30-60. So, yep. Only one play here with a weaker ace. And weaker ace is very strong in this scenario. He's just falling. This is good. This is good news for us. Gonna try min raise here. If he is just playing super nitty, then we should go ahead and take advantage. It's almost like he's sitting out. Nope, he's awake. He's awake. Trying to maintain my chip stack here. Suited king for 10 big blinds, we certainly should always be going all in, especially versus someone who's been playing tight versus us. This could end well, sadly not, and he wins this one. But yeah, that was part one. That was the €1 Twister Poker Sit and Goes over on Coral. Check the description below. Get signed up. Get the free money. Like I say, if you create an account and deposit £5, you're going to get £20 free in Twister Poker tokens. So, you know, some really good incentives there just to get in. And then you got all the races and rake back on top. So enjoy, good luck, and I'll see you for part two.